Welcome to part 2 of Supercapital Building. This week we are going to look at mineral compression. Before we do that, just a quick recap of what we covered last time. Really important to get your foundations correct, so we looked at the Empire Corp. Just a suggestion there of characters you'll need. We didn't really touch too much on Sino characters, but we'll do that probably towards the end of this video. But yeah, really today we're talking around mineral compression and how that is done. Okay, so when we talk around mineral compression, what we actually mean is compressing Tech 1 modules. So in my case, I favoured Tachyon beam lasers. Pretty good large guns because they have quite a lot of minerals in them. And what we'll do is look at how that is done. What I generally did is have a stack of say 40 Tachyon 1 blueprint originals. It's not too much of an investment, around 600 mil. And when we're talking Titans in super caps, that's nothing. So basically what you do is you put some good material efficiency level on them, and ideally production efficiency level as well. Something like 20 and 10 is always a good place to be. And then this is where you start to use your Empire Corp. So your builder characters that we spoke about last time can basically start churning out these guns. Now, just to give you an idea of how that looks, around 45,000 Tachyon 1 guns is effectively a Titan in minerals. Not exactly, because there's a little bit of surplus and minus on the other side, but effectively that's what you're looking at doing. To build around 45,000 guns, you can probably do that in a week if you had, say, 4 builder characters, each with a maxed 10 slot P5 build capability. Again, thankfully, cross-training your characters means your freighter pilots could be skilled to do this. Compression is a great skill to learn, and a number of websites have some very detailed Excel tables on this. Generally, a Titan in Mins is what you can see here. However, note that each Titan is different, so make sure you become friends with Excel and plan your build accordingly. Once compressed, the guns are the bulk of what you need to build the Titan or Supercap. However, note it isn't everything. You will be short of certain minerals given the build requirement of the model you choose. If you choose Tachyons, they are generally short of Zydrine and Noxium. A stack of these minerals will need to be shipped with the guns to give you what you need to build the Supercapital. Just a quick word on Excel, it is a great tool, and I think if you're going to build anything, either if it's invention, planetary interaction, or just straightforward capital building, Excel is a great tool to use because really it does make your life a lot easier. Basically you can plan and project what you need, and obviously it then is a good log to build your parts as well. Okay, so basically you build your guns, compress as much as you can, and what you'll probably find is that 45,000 guns can pretty much be compressed into a freighter or maybe 2 freighters ready to be moved. However, great care should be taken when moving guns to your Empire 00 port. Firstly, use your Empire Corp freighter pilots to the best advantage, but don't load the freighter with all the guns and autopilot to the target. This would be very silly. Spread the guns across the freighters you have, so if you've got 3, 4, 5 freighters, then just load them separately and don't fill each one up. If you move at quiet times and you always generally try to fly with the Scout 1 system ahead, you're going to be okay. If you're not happy at any point, log off and come back later. I was attacked once while carrying around 20 billion in minerals in compressed guns, but thankfully I survived, but only just. Best way to move your guns is going to be, obviously, as I said, jump freighters. If you can, if you're very cash rich, buy 4 of them. You can pretty much fly 4 jump freighters yourself for clients open. It's a pretty funny thing to do. This is really the only way you can move things safely. Again, move the jump freighters into the high-sec system, trade over the compressed cargo to these freighters, and again, I think each jump freighter can roughly carry about 6,500 guns, maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less. So in one run, you're almost going to move pretty much half the time, maybe more. So it's well worth doing. Okay, so when moving your cargo back to your building system in 0.0, again, opinion differs. Personally, in years of doing this, I never trusted anyone and I never had too much of an incident. I never lost a ship. I got jumped a few times, but you can pretty much see them coming. Again, it's entirely up to you how to do this. To do something like supercapital building does require that investment. To build an account filled with 3 scouting characters across your route is an incredibly valuable thing to do. So yes, if you can do 4 jump freighters, that's around 18-20k guns. This means you only need to do 2 to 3 runs for a Titan build or 1 run for a supercarrier. This is of course a huge investment in equipment, so just use your judgment, use what you think is best. The key to any logistics run is if it does not look safe or you don't feel good about it, don't do it, wait, go away, make a cup of coffee, or even just come back 24 hours later. Again, years of doing this, never been caught, because really you just have to look for the signs and use scouts as best as you can. So by this point you now have your minerals in deep space ready to build. We're going to cover that in the next video, and what we'll do is we'll go through some of the logistics of how best to do that. We'll certainly look at some of the techniques and tools that really help building super carriers. So just to recap, what we talked in this session is mineral compression, how that's done, moving minerals then to your empire port, and then logistics back into deep space.